Hi friends, welcome to Candace's Canvases. This is Candace Gillespie here, and I am going to show you how I made this fun little gift box. My husband and I went on an insurance trip to Ohio, and we got these mugs here for, for the girls at the office. So I wanted to make a little gift box with them. So here I am measuring width, height, and length. Excuse me, and then I'm going to draw a little map. So I know I want my box I want the cup to be fit. Oh my gosh, I can't even explain it. I still have baby brain, but you get what I mean. So I'm just making a rough sketch here, and I included this part because I wanted you to see what it looks like when I or someone usually plans how to make these gift boxes. So I'm just taking this 8.5 by 11 piece of craft cardstock, and I measured, I wanted to see how much of it I can use. That's another challenge for me, is that I challenge myself, is to see how much of one sheet of paper I can use. So here I'm sketching and writing approximate measurements. And I did make this box a total of 3 or 4 times. I can't remember. Because you finally get the finished way to make it. And so this is the final one. I glued together 2 pieces of 8.5 by 11 sheets of craft cardstock at about 1/4 inch. So that glue seam there is about 1/4 inch. Then on my cutting, what is this? You know what this is. I'm measuring it at 3.5 inches, or 3 3/4 inches. Wait, 1, 2, 3, yeah. And I am measuring that 1, 2, 3. I'm giving it 4 panels, I think. And then I'm going to cut it off where it's about 1 inch here. That's going to be the top flap, the flap that goes into the the top of the box. And then here, because it's too long to fit into my oh my gosh, my brain is so off. This is what happens to me after I have babies. So I'm taking a ruler and I'm measuring 3/4 of an inch on each side, and then lining those 2 marks up, and I'm just going to give it as much of a score line as I possibly can. It definitely doesn't fit in the shot here, but you get what I'm doing. And once that's done, I'm just going to fold up all my score lines nice and well, burnishing them. Folding up the sides also. Those score lines are a little bit harder to see. Doing the same on the other side. So I decided this year that I wanted to make, before I get into that chatty McChatterson, I want to tell you what I'm doing here. I am taking, this is going to be the top flap, so I'm taking the side, I'm cutting off that corner, but I'm cutting it at an angle, and then where it folds, where my score lines are, I'm cutting out this little triangle here on either side of that score line. Skipping the bottom panel because that's going to be kind of the front of the box, so you don't want snips taken out of the front of the box. So what I was saying real quick, here's where I'm going to put decorative paper. So I just measured my panels, and then I cut them to be about, it depends on your taste and style. I think I cut them to be 1/4 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch shorter. Oh, before I did that, this is the side panels. So My box measured 3 3/4 by 7, I think, by 7. And so those 2 cardstock pieces, those were 3 3/4 square, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with those. Here's the decorative paper. My friend got me this paper. Can't remember the name of the paper pack, but she's so sweet. She got it for my birthday. My friend Rhoda, thank you. And so I cut these so that they were about a 1/16 of an inch smaller than the actual panel, and you'll see what I'm talking about when I put them on there. So just make sure that you have everything. If your paper has a specific direction, that when the box is completed, that it matches up with the direction of the box. So I'm going to glue on my panels of designer paper, decorative paper, onto all my panels. This is the top of the box. And then the back, you see how they go in opposite directions. So anyways, as I was saying, I decided this year, since Samuel, my oldest son, is 4.5, and we finished homeschool kindergarten, and that we're going to do homeschool piano lessons, and I don't even know how to play the piano. I do play the guitar, but I'm an amateur. I taught, I've learned, I'm hesitant to say I taught myself because, if I didn't even know it, how could I have taught myself? But I've just learned by books and stuff. So I'm definitely an amateur at guitar. My husband is a trained pianist, but he works all the time, so my goal is to teach him. I got these super elementary books, piano books, and I'm going to teach him piano this summer. Well, the beginning of it anyway, and hopefully teach myself some music theory. Here's where I'm gluing on the sides of the box. And note to self, don't put glue on the outside. Not just yet anyway. So putting glue on the 3 panels that are going to be the inside of the box. And that's where that craft cardstock square comes in. This is going to be the inside or the sides of the box, and this is the way that I learned I can use a whole piece of 8.5 by 11 without wasting too much of it. Just use the scraps to make the insides. And then on the outside is where you want to glue, of course, your pretty paper. So anyway, the piano lesson should be interesting. I'll let you know how that goes. Also for this summer, since he's getting a little older, I made a summer bucket list. We're going to try to go to like 3 or 4 museums. We already went to a museum. It's kind of local to us. It's probably, I don't know, a 40-minute drive. In Hemet, it's called the Western Science Museum. I don't know. It's cool because it has some dinosaur bones, and not a ton, but it's a fairly small museum, but it's always fun to go with him. And then we're going to try some other local ones, and we have some, what else do we have on there? Definitely running the sprinklers and camping in our backyard, some fun bucket list stuff. So down below in the comments, tell me what you have planned for summer, and I'm excited to hear about it. So that basically wraps up this box. It's pretty easy. You measure it, and you measure your item, and then you kind of build a cube around it, I guess you could say. Put some decorative bows on it, and that's that. So here's pictures of some that I made, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Leave me lots of comments below. I usually reply, and remember to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll talk to you later. Bye.